Welcome back for another video. This time I will go in on gold and silver. For those of you who trade more often, they know that at most platforms gold and silver is mentioned as XAU against the US dollar and the XAG against the US dollar. So therefore the name try to reach a lot of people, so I'm figuring out what works for everybody. So here's the thing, I did this analysis and I want to keep things on the screen for a reason. This was an analysis that this was on a bigger time frame resistance, and maybe it will turn into support after this breakout and this strong rally. So let's see what happens. I'll go into this in a minute. This is the last high for now. Let's see on a monthly, maybe if there is a past. Yes, okay, this level is was support and is acting as resistance at the moment. So that's the reason why these lines are on here. If we break this level, retest and then continue moving upwards, then there's more room to the upside. And overall, if you see this trend line, coming back to this trend line is something that will meet this resistance area and it will turn support. So it's quite a clear picture of what potentially can happen if we look at it from this perspective. So back to the weekly, that's the reason why these lines are on there. We had an uptrend, and the uptrend looks better when you look at it on the daily. We had an uptrend, the uptrend broke, and these arrows are here because we have a left and a right shoulder and a head. So that's a head and shoulder pattern. And I believe last time I did an update on gold, a lot of people got into a lot of a bit stressed out because this was rallying back up pretty hard, and I was like, calm down, just calm down. We have a structure that's in place. We have a high followed by a lower high. We have a low followed by a lower low. So from a technical perspective, we are still bearish. So that's it for now. So my hypothesis is still, my idea is still that we can see another leg lower, and again, of course, we will have a pullback and then maybe another low. We have to keep an eye out on our charts. Of course, we have to keep an eye out on what price action gives us. But for now, let's zoom into the 4-hour. We see that this one I pointed out as well. This was a cluster where this trend line and this trend line met each other. Also the right shoulder was nearby, so this was quite an area where I expected some reaction. Well, price moved into it once and twice, and maybe for a third time over here, but does not want to get any higher as of now. This trend line was in place back then. It got broken. Indeed, it got broken. We had this first push, then a pullback into the resistance area where price was moving in at the moment, as well as so some kind of a retest pattern. So and now we are in another sell-off. This was back when I drew this first idea, and for now I think we are okay if we say that this is the box where price is moving in at the moment. So this week not a lot happened. We are in this range. Still, you can find trades within this range. Of course, if you maybe go into the 30-minute chart or something like that, you could have seen that this was a leg higher and a correction. Another small push higher, consolidation. This was the real high. Then we had a correction. So we have this high of this this low, higher low. Consolidation again, we had another push higher, and now we know that we came into the top of this range. This could have been a trade on its own, looking at the lower time frame when this broke, and then we came back, forming another higher low actually. Then we came back once again, and then a sell-off happened. So we moved into this area here. So there's quite some selling pressure from here, and eventually today you got another chance to get in because price came back, moved into this support area, is now resistance, and we had another sell-off. So there are more opportunities to find on lower time frames. Of course, I do not really prefer to go in too low because of the choppiness of the charts. But this is this kind of looks choppy as well. I understand that, but you know, we tried to break the highs, failed for a third time. Came back down here, also not yet able to break the lows. Came back for a correction a little bit, came into the resistance on the lower time frame, and now at the moment we are going for another attempt to break the low. So the setup, the idea of, I think it was a week ago, and then the first idea, the first analysis was about 2 weeks ago, because that's the time when price broke this trend, and we were heading for a retest, forming this structure here, this so the right shoulder, and now we are just trading here. So that's it. So as long as we are seeing this price is moving in this level, moving in this box, and it doesn't break to the upside, and I would not really call it bearish yet. Momentum is not really in our favor, so once this low breaks, I think momentum will pick up. So that's it. Enough for gold. Let's switch to XAG US dollar. This is same thing. Let's go to the weekly so you guys understand and learn, actually learn from why we are looking at the charts like we are doing, and that's I think more important than the two opportunities I'm providing here. Same thing here. We have this support level, we have this resistance level, and in the middle we have this level where price struggled around. It's not really clear, it's not really clean. Because we had a lot of breakthroughs. So, but I think the reason we put it on there is because of price. Yeah, this was the first time it acted as support. We came back, broke through, but at the moment we are still trading above this level. We don't have a head and shoulder pattern or anything over here. We have this trend line that's in place, followed by this resistance support level. So another push lower would be something I am expecting. Price tends to gravitate to areas like this, those cluster areas where support trend lines and support meet each other, or when certain levels meet each other. So that's if you trade with moving averages, for example, it's likely that the 200 and the 50-day moving average, for example, will meet over here as well. So that's more of a dynamic support resistance level. This price, the chances are there that we will find that. Looking at the RSI, we see that we are seeing lower lows and lower highs. So yeah, that's quite a confirmation what we're seeing. We're not seeing anything like, for example, here price was moving still lower, and then this low and this low were the first signs of momentum. This was a lower low and this was a higher low, so that way sometimes we can get a signal from the RSI that something is happening. Oh yeah, to get back, a break from this level, retest of this support level, and then we'll go up. If it doesn't happen, of course, we are in a scenario that is playing out at the moment, where price is meeting this trend line again, and is finding momentum to go for another leg lower. And on a 4-hour that looks a little bit like this. We had this push, we came back, and then we formed the top, and we formed another push lower. Therefore we could draw, we were able to draw this trend line, and for now this trend line seems to be in the way of price really breaking back up. So that's it for now. We are in this, if you want to point out, if you prefer to see this actually what's going on. This is the low, this is the high. Price is within this channel at the moment, so it's just ranging, it's not really trending. But yeah, from near this level over here, the top of this box, and also the trend line, this would be levels where I would prefer to be looking for short positions in the first place, because markets don't reverse just like that. Most of the time you're on the better side to trade with the trend. And since the obvious direction of gold is also to make another low first before anything else is expected, I think silver is also on the same idea of first going lower before breaking out. So this is still on. It's still on. It's just, and the fact that I keep everything on my charts and I want to update my charts and share that with you is also because it's I think it's very interesting to be looking at trading like this. So you know that if you're trading the daily or the 4-hour time frame, things really take time. But at the end of the day, if you are able to find an entry, maybe at this retest level over here, let's say there was the 18.8 level, and then eventually you're in this trend. You know, you believe that the structure is the way it is. And you're able to stick to it and ride this trend all the way up until we do get a reversal. Let's assume you are up for a level of 17 and a half. That's quite a ride to be in a trade. Could be big money, could be big risk reward especially. So that's why I share it like this. Please comment below. Let me know if you want me to tell you anything else or show you a different picture. I'm happy to receive your feedback, and yes, well, I'll see you in the next one. I'm happy to share my ideas. Thank you. See you tomorrow.